Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and Wizards should really hire a plumber because we've got more leaks. This one compliments of, I don't want to blow the source, but let's just call it Scamazon, owned by Jeff Legos. So, the details are a little bit light on this, but there was always going to be, with Commander Legends, some Commander pre-con decks. So, 99+1 decks, because I guess why wouldn't there be? Heck, they threw in some Commander decks with the standard product for no apparent reason. So I guess a listing showed them. The thing is, though, the listing doesn't show them. My thinking is they've now revised it and retroactively changed the link so that it shows the correct image, which is the one with the front card missing, but that it wasn't there before. But first, before we get into spoilers, a little mini story here. You guys know that I don't give a crap about pro level Magic because it's an absolute joke. And I don't know if you noticed, but now that the pros can't cheat and it's all digital because of COVID, they all suck at playing Magic all of a sudden. That's so weird. What a coincidence. So you know Austin Bursavich, or however you say it. Actually, I think it's Simi Lubimi Ruski Igrak. Austin Bursavich. Watch, he's probably from Nevada or something. I don't even know if it's Russian. I have no idea. I just thought that was funny. Well, everyone was like, he just won the, world tournament or whatever the hell, the frickin' Magic Tenkaichi Budokai, or I don't follow this shit. But yeah, I believe he went Super Saiyan 3 and then defeated Majin Buu for the victory in that one. So everybody's like, okay, how did that happen? But he's not in the MPL, the Magic Pro League, or the Rivals League, which I guess if you get kicked out of the MPL, you land in the Rivals League or something. I don't understand any of this crap or care. But you might remember, Austin was the one who, found out some information that would be beneficial to the Magic community as a whole if they wanted, a fair chance at qualifying and winning a certain tournament. And they gave that information early, but only to the MPL people on their own Discord. And he's like, well, multiple pro players that are friends of mine told me this. So you know what? I'm going to tell the entire world. So he tweeted it. He's like, hey, FYI, they're changing the format to standard and changing the venue to arena or whatever. And then Wizards turned around and was like, you're banned forever, indefinitely, because you leveled the playing field and made it so we don't just have the same assholes win every time. How dare you? And then the community just gave Wizards a big collective FU. And he refused to turn in the pro players, multiple, high profile as he put it, that told him that. And Wizards was like, fine, you're staying banned forever. And then as soon as they, quote, concluded the investigation, they unbanned him because otherwise people would have rioted. The last thing those idiots need is more bad press for more anti-consumer, anti-community bullshit, okay? So now that he won the Tenkaichi Budokai World Tournament to save Universe number 7 or whatever the hell happened, people are thinking, boy, this is a pretty broken system if it doesn't get him into any kind of anything, one of the two league things. And so now, just what coincidental timing, Eric, I kept calling him Aaron and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find his name. Eric Froelich has now been forced to drop out of, I believe it's the Rivals League? I think that's what he was in, whatever. And that somehow creates a spot for Austin Bursavich. So, however that worked. I don't even know if that one's invite only or if it's some point thing. Or you think if you win the damn world tournament, it's an automatic include. In fact, they kind of have stuff like that last time I looked at the charts. So, hey, funny how that worked out. What an interesting coincidence. So, Eric, who I almost called him Aaron again. I was 100% sure his name was Aaron. Anyway, I guess his wife, Athena, who goes by, what's her nickname online? You probably know her by her nickname. Oh, Elantris. That's her online nickname. I know I've heard the name. Honestly, I don't know much about her. She just accepted a full-time job at Wizards of the Coast as, I guess, community manager, which I did not care for the last community manager. So I've been told by people who know her that this isn't necessarily a step up, but I'll take literally anyone other than who it used to be. Not going to name names or anything. Let's just say I feel like the community manager shouldn't be somebody who actively antagonizes and hates the community, which is what it used to be. So anyway, according to his statement, my wife Athena has been hired to a full-time position at Wizards. The downside to that is, of course, that Wizards play policy states that no immediate family member of a full-time employee can also play competitive Magic. So he's been in Magic for quite a while now, and he was actually a former pro poker player. Or, I don't know, perhaps current, I don't know. And he won just short of $1 million. He got into poker at 18, and he was one of the youngest people to win a bunch of money or something. So that's kind of cool. Shout out to him. The thing is, though, according to some of the comments that I've seen in response to this, it's a lot of Austin fanboys, which he has a lot of, because of, his ballsy, standing up to wizards and risking his whole career. That was, mad respect. But it looks like separately from that, people really don't like Eric for some reason. And usually when people don't like somebody in the Magic community, I know why, because I've made a story on it. Well, I very well have made a story / video on it, but I don't remember it. I literally have no idea why people hate Eric. And you know what? I've heard some rumors about people not liking his wife either, so this should be interesting. So I hesitate to even say this, but if you know why people don't like Eric, I vaguely remember it's his attitude and way he treats other people or something. I think I've heard something about that, but I don't know. My memory is not amazing. If you know why people are very happy to see him drop out of competitive Magic, because it would appear that people are very happy to see him drop out, leave a comment down below explaining it to inform all of us. I'm sure this will go well. Keep in mind, I hold all comments for approval. So, literally nothing offensive or rude gets through. My comment section is one of the most civil Magic communities on the entire internet. Try to keep it that way. So anyway, mini story there. Let's get back to the leaks. Oh boy, first up we've got Wyleth, Soul of Steel, and I believe there are 3 commander decks, and these are the 3 front cards, but I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, the details are being buried, as if it's not too late for that. Good job, Amazon, or more likely the person who manages the Amazon listing, aka probably Wizards themselves. So Wyleth, Soul of Steel is a 3-cost legendary, which is always fun. You got to get your commander out there. Human Warrior in red and white. That's hot right now. 2/2 Trampler. Okay, cool. And whenever he attacks, draw a card for each aura and equipment attached to him. Man, that's hot. I love that. I mean, you're really putting all your eggs in one basket for the commander when you kind of I'll just recast him, whatever, because he died. Well, now I pay 5, whatever, I have it. So, I'll let that through. I'm not going to counterspell it, especially in those colors, you're not going to, but, God's willing, Feat of Resistance, whatever. So that's a bit of like a paradox or contradiction in general strategy, which is your commander is very expendable, so don't waste counter spells, and I use that term loosely, saving them, except, you invested 10 mana putting a bunch of equipment and auras on him. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, you just sit there and just smash cards into your hand by just ramming them into your opponent, but you're going to have some damn good auras and equipment because he's a 2/2. I mean, good luck swinging away with them and keeping them alive, So honestly, I don't think this is that good. In the right deck, you could make it really good, but you'd have to really build the whole damn thing around him. And I mean, white-red warrior human equipment right now is hot as hell. So I think the support just showed up in time for this guy, and I think that's obviously by design, clearly not an accident. So this is going to be a take it or leave it, hit or miss, either it's amazing and it works, oh my gosh, look at this deck, or wow, I just couldn't pull anything together kind of thing. But I mean, he's the head of a pre-made deck. I'm going to take a wild guess the pre-made deck isn't garbage, and then it's actually good. You never know though. Next up, we've got AC, Tyrant of the Epicycle Strait. Okay, whatever that is. So it's a legendary creature, giant snake. It costs 6, which, I mean, if you're going to run 6, just run Asperia, which is different colors, but still. Then you may play an additional land during each of your turns. So, okay, we're looking at maybe Simic Ramp, Simic Landfall, which, just got a ton of support. I wonder if that's a coincidence as well. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. I've got an idea. Just put Landfall on there, for God's sake. It's not like we all haven't heard of it. I mean, seriously, why do they got to spell it out? It's been in the game at least 3 times that I know of. It's practically what they call a deciduous keyword at this point, but whatever. So this is the absolute grand king of Simic Ramp, and I guess since it's Simic Ramp, okay, does it really cost 6? It's kind of 6 in those colors is kind of 3 in any other color, so okay, I think you could very quickly get over the fact that this costs 6. But otherwise, it's a vanilla 5/5. I mean, I think for 6/8/10, you probably wouldn't swing with this all that often. You just leave it out there and just sit there and, draw cards. So I think this deck has some insane potential. I mean, even if it's not very good pre-made, you could slot in some cards that are just devastating, like Hydroid Krasis and stuff. I mean, cultivate, you could practically build a Brawl version of this if this is Brawl legal, which it's not. So that's pretty bomb. Next up, we got Behemoth of the Abyss. So it's a 7-cost Kraken, and it's not legendary. So I guess this must not be the front card, and there's not 3 of them. Boy, I got some bad info there. Anyway, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Untap Behemoth of the Abyss. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Oh, nice. And it's like a little self-saver, infinite-ish. By rule counterspell effect, I guess you would say. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, also known as landfall, my god, can we just call it landfall. Target creature and opponent controls attacks during its controller's next combat phase if able, and then probably smashes itself into this giant 7/7, which is always fun. You guys know I call that the Thassa's barbecue fork effect, even though I'm pretty sure it predates that card. Bident of Thassa, if you want to look it up. Oh, it's a trident with one less tine, so it's a bident. No, look up like a grilling kit. It's a damn barbecue fork. Come on. Use it to like poke at chicken and pick up sausages and stuff. I mean, come on. Who do they think they're fooling with this? Nobody. So I guess this is one of the cards in the, we'll just call it what it is, landfall deck. And how did we get 2 commanders and only 1 inside card from a listing of 2? Which now appears to have been edited. Who knows, but it was on Amazon UK, so thanks, England. According to Reddit, which I hate to go by, there are actually 2 more cards that I don't have pictures of. It's Providential Guard Rune, which is 2+ white, so it must be in the white-red one. It's an enchantment aura, obviously. You may cast a spell as though it had flash if it targets a commander. Nice. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature is indestructible. Oh, so another little white counterspell. Cool. And it only really works on your commander. That's really nice. Then there's Glowing Soul Steel, which may be translated differently in English. It's 1+ red, artifact equipment, and equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each opponent you have. Nice. As you eliminate people, it gets weaker, though. That's a little bit of a downside. But whenever an equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. Equip 4. That's a spicy combination, I'll tell you that. I mean, indestructible, like, for the rest of the game? And then on top of it, like a deflection effect or whatever they call that, that's pretty spicy. I like it. They're spicing that deck up a bit. I like that. So those are, I guess, the cards we know from this Amazon listing, which now appears to have been revised, I guess. So that's all the leaks for today. I think we all know that's not true, but like I said in the last video, I heard Wizards was early on trying to silence everybody by throwing out DMCAs about the other leak involving this set, so I ain't going to touch that. I don't need that kind of bullshit on my channel for a year. The correct amount of strikes to have on your channel is 0, thanks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.